Good morning people, today we are going to be reviewing this, and this is a Titan 140 bar pressure washer. Now I bought this from Screwfix for the price of £100 as you can see here, but on the Screwfix website they actually have loads of Titan pressure washers and all of them are very reasonably priced. So this will be the third Titan branded washer that I have reviewed. So I've also done the cordless pressure washer and I've also done this 100 bar pressure washer. I have the videos both on my channel, so be sure to check them out. But that being said, let's get on with the video. Now that is everything out of the box, and as you can see there is quite a lot. So this is the actual patio head brush. I will do that bit separately. We've then got one nozzle, two nozzle, three nozzle. This is actually for your snow foam lance, or they call it a soap dispenser bottle, which actually stores nicely on the back here. Look at that, it's pretty nice, isn't it? So we have those. That is your water inlet, comes with a little filter in there. Always make sure that there is a seal or else it is going to leak. That's the tube for the bottle. We have two wheels, not alloys, that's a shame. That's still pretty nice. We've got, this will be part of the handle and storage system that we will need to put on. And these are the 4 screws for it. We have a 6-meter high pressure hose. These are more of the clip-on accessories. And then we have the trigger gun and the wand that goes inside there, like that. So let's put this together. To put this together, the good news is all you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver. All the screws are included. Just be careful because one screw in that pack is smaller than the rest. So just be careful. For this, you're going to grab 2 of the screws and this attachment here. This will pop into these grooves and recesses here. But look at this. You've got this shark fin looking thing. Now, that slides on the inside, right? So look, that's going inside. And then you're going to line it all up properly. Well, try to anyway. It's quite difficult because I need to work around the camera. Give that a little tap and you'll hear it click into position. You will then grab the 2 screws. They go inside these holes here. You don't need to do them up too tight. You are only tightening it into plastic. Those screws are now tightened up, but you're going to be thinking, Charles, why have you just got this bit of plastic just flapping around? Oh, would you look at this? Look at this. So you will pop your cord on like that and you slide it in like so, and then it holds the cable. What a great idea. The amount of pressure washers that I've used, I've never had anything like that. What a great little idea. And all it is just a piece of plastic. Anyway, next up, we're going to put that handle on. Don't really need to over explain it. It only goes one way round, so you can't put it on that way. It won't let you, so therefore you have to do it this way. Again, 2 screws. They are going to pop in here. The next bit is you want to grab this attachment, and then now you want to grab the really small screw. There is only one. And all it does on the side here, push it down until it clicks, like so, and then put your screw inside there and tighten it up. Next attachment you want is this, and then down here, nice and simple, push it down until it clicks. This will then be the next bit to put on, and to do this I have laid the machine on its front, so this is the back, and these go on, see these 2 holes here? Those 2 just literally pop onto there, so it's 1 screw in there, 2 screw in there, 3 screw, 4 screw, like that. So now all 4 screws are tightened up and this base plate is now on. We can then fit the wheels and literally hold them at an angle and then push them in like so. Same again on the other side. Hold it at a slight angle and then, oh, bit messed around, but there we go. Wheels are on, and now we have a ready to use pressure washer. Although when I say ready to use, I mean like putting all the screws in and stuff like that. We're going to put the water inlet on the back. You only need to tighten this by hand. You don't need to go too crazy. You'll know when it's loose because it will be leaking water. The high pressure hose then goes on the front, and if you look in there you will see 2 arms, just about. And when you pull this, those arms move out of the way. It might be quite difficult for you to see. But, so you would push them in and then insert the high pressure hose. You don't have to do that, you can literally just press it in, but then you might wear out the seal on the pipe and the arms on the mechanism. And it's the same thing with the trigger gun. You see the arms in there? When I press it, the arms move out of the way. So to fit the high pressure hose, we would press the button and insert. Now that is locked. The wand, as you saw, inserts like most pressure washers, push and twist. And then for your final piece on the end, there is a release button here, so you would press that to release. And then you see this notch on here? See that little notch? That notch lines up with that notch in there. Like so. And now we're ready to use it. Good news, we have no leaks, so the water hose is plugged in and the water is turned on. So time for the moment of truth. We turn this big yellow switch here on. Still no leaks, and hopefully this should fire. There we go, look at that! So with this nozzle, this is actually the spread nozzle. So as I twist this, you'll see the pattern change. So watch, look. Like a pin. Now, something I do notice as soon as you press the trigger is that this is a lot quieter than any other branded product that I've used. So on the side, as you can see here, it says 93 decibels. So I have got this app downloaded on my phone, and let's see actually how loud it is. So I'm going to reset it. So you see at the top, so I reset it and I'll keep quiet. So on this app, I'm not sure how good it is, but it's got a max reading of 89 and this says 93. But even as I'm talking to you, it is around about the 80 mark. So I think it shows that this is a pretty quiet, high pressure washer. First up for the testing is the how far will it push this watering can across my grass test. Therefore, testing its peak performance. So let's see. 3, 2, 1. Pretty good. Might even be a new record actually. If you've watched my previous videos of my pressure washers, you will know that this is going to be the cardboard test. Now, the Karcher pressure washers can't go down to a pinpoint like this, as you see. But because this Titan product can, and I will show you how frighteningly powerful this is. Watch this bit of cardboard. Cuts it straight in half. But Charlie, even your 100 bar pressure washer does that, so what makes this so powerful? Now, this is a microfiber cloth. It is a very dirty microfiber cloth. But watch this. I did move it, but look at that. I have put a hole in this microfiber cloth. I think that's pretty crazy. But I tell you what, let's up the game again. And how are you going to do that, Char, I hear you saying? Right, this is a fence slat. So this is one that's just fallen out. It was just behind the garden bed, so it is a bit older. I'm covering this bit with my thumb because I was testing it. But watch this. This pressure washer is about to put a hole in this piece of wood. I'm sorry if I get water on the camera. We ready? Let's go here. Say, I wouldn't recommend it for drilling, but nevertheless, look at that. This pressure washer has put a hole in wood, and it wasn't a fluke. I've done it a few times because I was trying to make sure I could get it good on camera. Yeah, this is pretty powerful. Now we're going to see how good it is at patio cleaning. So this is the patio cleaning attachment. This doesn't adjust or do anything, it's literally click and connect. But with the patio brush, which is pretty good that you get this included, pretty simple to put together. You've got 2 holes here and 2 holes on here. So this pops in there like so. And you see this gold shaft? And then inside that hole, you will literally push that hard into there. And then you will then twist this. Try not to twist the whole thing because, you know, if that's not tightening it, you want to tighten down here. You want to grab that. I'm right-handed, so I'll have to use my right hand. Now this spins freely and it's not loose. And we are ready to rock and roll. So I've come out front and we're going to see how well we can clean these tiles. As I said, this is the actual patio head cleaner, so this should be quite good. Let's find out. I mean, there's clearly a colour difference. That's holding it quite close. Let me see if I have to hold it further away. So look at that, the square that I've just done is, look, 1, 2, about 3 foot by 3 foot, and that has taken me 30 seconds. I wasn't holding that ridiculously close either. So yeah, this is actually pretty good for patio cleaning. You know what, got nothing but praise for the Titan. Look. To fit this, it's exactly the same as the other attachments. You look for the little notch on there and then literally just push it together. But the only problem I can see with this is that it's quite low down, as in you probably have to put in some, you know, back effort. It would be a bit nicer if it was a little bit taller, so you don't have to kind of do this. So let me use it on this square and see if it's any good, I guess. Now, as you can see, I've got crazy paving and my driveway is quite old. It's not flat at all, it is completely all over the place. So due to that, I then can't drag this across. So watch what happens if I actually try and drag it. So I'll do it, look, watch. You see, if I try and drag it, the brush gets caught. Admittedly, that is because my driveway, as I just said, is all over the place. So if you have a smooth surface, it should be different, but I will try. And is that the same going the other way as well? So even if I push it, and if I pull it, you can do it this way. But it still does get caught. But let me show you the pattern from underneath. It's quite cool, isn't it? It does say don't put your hands in here, but look at this, it looks pretty cool. Look, watch, watch, look. Very cool. Although, what I did see with this square, if I just hover this off the floor slightly, you see this line here? This is the clean line. Watch this, look. So the brush hasn't even got to touch the floor, because now this is clean and this is still dirty. That's pretty cool, isn't it? We've come back out to the garden and these tiles should be nice and flat, so hopefully this brush should glide across them, but let's find out. Yeah, and you know what? It's actually pretty effortless as well. So there we go, the Titan patio brush head does work, but to use it, remember, your surface must be smooth and it must be flat, or else it's just going to kink over, as you saw. The only thing I can say is I've been using it, and I've been using it off camera as well, and this has actually started to come loose, even though I did tighten that up, you know, as tight as I possibly. It's quite hard to grab because of the blade on the top of it, but just be careful of that if you do want to use it, that this might work its way loose unless you get some pliers in there and you really tighten it up. But me personally, I have patio brushes, but I always just use this attachment, you know, the standard patio cleaning head, because it does the job. This does work, and if you want to use it, by all means use it, as we see, but for me, I just use that. But anyway, I think the Titan pressure washer is actually doing really well. But let's move on to the main thing, cleaning your car, because that is probably what 90% of people that buy this pressure washer are probably going to do. So let's do that. So today we're going to be cleaning the Civic, and already, as I said with the 100 bar Titan, the cable doesn't get kinked. Like you see over there, you just pull it and it unravels itself. So I do quite like that. I will speed up parts of this video. Obviously you're not going to want to watch me do the whole car, but I'll just clean the car normally, and I will use the snow foam lance that comes with the Titan, and I'll use the snow foam, like my own snow foam lance, to see how foamy we can actually get it. So I'll speed this up. I'm going to start with the wheels, so let's clean the Civic. The wheels are now nice and clean, and just like the 100 bar Titan, this cable doesn't get caught on the tyres. Like if you pull it around it, it doesn't get caught, whereas like with my Karcher one, if I try to pull it around the tyre, it gets stuck and then you have to move the pressure washer. But with this one, it's like it doesn't create any friction, I guess is the correct word. And the only other thing I can see is that although this is a nice light trigger to use, it's really fit. Like look at the movement now. It's not going to fall out and it's not going to come off because you have to twist it, but it's just not a very secure feeling gun, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm now going to snow foam it up, and first of all I'm going to use the snow foam lance that came with the Titan, and I'm going to be using the turtle wax shampoo, which is this stuff that I will put a link in the description below. I haven't got that much as I want to use it in both lances so I can have a fair comparison. I'm only pouring it in here because this has a funnel. Just to show you, not that it's not mega important, but this doesn't have a filter on the bottom of the straw, I guess is the correct word. Ah, come on you. Ah, there we go. So now we're ready to use it. And it's the same way to put this in, just push it in and twist. How secure is that? There's a little bit of wobble on there, but it feels okay. The car is dry, so let's see if this is any better than the 100 bar one, because that wasn't very good at all. So let's see. Now, I will accept this isn't like the most amazing snow foam, but come on, it should be better than that. I'm sorry, again Titan, there is no point having this snow foam lance with it. Although technically speaking, I don't think they call it a snow foam lance, I think they call it a soap dispenser bottle. Don't quote me on that, I'll check the actual wording of it. But same story as the 100 bar one, this isn't great. So let me go and grab a proper lance and we'll see how foamy we can actually get it. To snow foam up the vehicle properly, I am going to be using the MJJC Foam Cannon SV3 because in my opinion MJJC do make the best snow foam lances. And you can go all over YouTube, they'll say the same thing. And before I get any stick for that, just a casual car cleaner, not a detail, so they may tell you different. But anyway, as you can see, this is a push fit connector, which means we need a push fit adapter, which I do have. Now, you have to be careful with Titan because it looks like that they use the Bosch Aquatac, range, adapters. So I have a cordless Titan washer, and that uses this adapter, but for this Titan and the 100 bar one, I have to use this adapter. Now, there isn't that much of a difference, on the size. But as you can see on here, that is different. So make sure that you have the correct adapter. I will put a link in the description below, which is this adapter, which is the one that you will need. So let me grab the snow foam. I actually got that much snow foam to work with, so I'll probably be only able to go around the car once. Now let's see how good this is. We've got to obviously give it the spin of luck. Let's see what happens. Went a bit windy there. Now the absolutely covered snow foam there, and sorry I've covered the lens as well. The Turtle Wax snow foam isn't the thickest snow foam out there, but look at how well it actually puts it on the car. Again, that's from using a really good lance. But if you want to have a good foam up, this Titan pressure washer will do the job. The good news is, because we're using this push fit connector, we can now use these quick tip connects. Now, I'm only using this one for the video because my go-to one is actually this. I got this with my MJJC trigger gun, but because we have this, look how easier now this becomes. Now, you might be saying, but Charlie, you can do that anyway because you have the wand. The issue with the wand, well, the actual only issue with it, is the length. So I actually, if you noticed, I've actually had to move the car because of the length of the wand on this. And because this is shorter, it becomes a lot easier to use. So long story short, would 100% recommend these, you know, connectors with the short tips, because they do make it a lot easier. You don't need one, but it does make it a lot easier. So let me just quickly rinse off the car. If you do like what you see, please feel free to subscribe or like, you know, it does help out, or don't. Completely up to you. You may just be wanting to see how this Titan pressure washer does. But what I do have to say is that I do buy all these stuff myself. This isn't sponsored content or anything like that, so this is my genuine opinion of it. And also, my wife makes t-shirts, and she wants your opinion if you think they're any good or not. So please let me know in the comments. And also, if you want anything else for me to review, again, let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. But anyway, let's carry on with the car. So that is the Civic now clean, although I do have to dry it. Now I'm not sure if I had the pressure washer in frame the whole time, but I have not had to move it. I can get around all four sides of the car, although I do have the space around it. But yeah, this pressure washer is doing really well. The only downside I can actually see is just that the wand is too long. I didn't use the attachment I have because I wanted to clean it using the correct parts that came with the pressure washer. But yeah, this is absolutely fine. You will not have a problem using this to clean your car. So I think the Titan is doing very well. And as I said, it didn't actually get caught on the tyres, but the only problem I have here is that the cable is now kinked or knotted up. So let's see again if I pull it after cleaning the car, if they do just unknot. Two knots left in it. Oh, there's one. Okay, a bit of messing around, but to be fair, that still does better than the Karcher one, and even does better than the extension hose that I bought. So I think the Titan's doing really well. So for this review, I actually think I am done using the pressure washer. Now, the only problem, I'm saying problem, it's more of an inconvenience. The only thing is this. Now you want to pick this up, so I'm going to grab the handle, aren't I? That is the telescopic handle. So the only pet peeve I have is that every time you want to pick this up, it telescopics out. I don't understand why the handle is under there. You know, they should have moved the actual handle here and the telescopic handle maybe somewhere else. But that is the only inconvenience that I have with this pressure washer. It performs really well, and I cleaned this car obviously on the driveway, as you can see, and because it's so quiet, it makes me feel so much better that I'm not annoying everyone around me. So do you know what? I think this is a good purchase. Right then, it is conclusion time. But before I carry on, I did forget to say this does come with a 2-year guarantee from the date of purchase directly from Screwfix, because that's who I bought it from. These are all the T's and C's. There's nothing, you know, nothing that will catch you out there. The only thing I will say is don't throw it down the stairs or you are not going to be covered. And the other thing is, this comes on the back and this is used. You prod that up in there and that will stop it from clogging up. I believe it's used to get rid of the limescale. So yeah, that's pretty good. Right then, good things and bad things about this pressure washer. I will keep this quick because I do apologise that this video is over 20 minutes long. Downside, this is pointless. Completely pointless. Don't understand why they have it in there, and it is a soap dispenser bottle. And I know you might not use it for your car, you could use it to put soap on your patio, but nevertheless, this is pointless. Apart from that, I think this washer is brilliant. 1000% if you are on the market for a pressure washer, you know, a decent one, 140 bar as well, this is the one to go for because it just absolutely wipes the competition. Look, right now at Screwfix, under £100, again, only by a penny. But look at the Karcher K4. The Karcher K4 is nearly £190 and it's got 10 bar less. And then if we get the Karcher K2, that's £120 and that's 30 bar less. So this is an absolute no-brainer. So if you're on the market for a pressure washer, 100% give this a go. And even if worst case and something goes wrong, you're covered with a guarantee. So, hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.